Leyton Orient. Despite all of the chaos that has occurred and all the changes that have happened in the world in 2020, there is one thing that stays the same. Leyton Orient, they continually need our help. The O's have been in a state of just chaos and desperation for the past few years, following incredible ownership spills, relegation to non-league football, and just a whole host of chaotic events. But today we head to East London to take over Leyton Orient and get them back up the English footballing pyramid, not only getting them to the Premier League, but today we look to make Leyton Orient European champions. Strap yourselves in, fellas, grab yourself a snack. It is time for a monster rebuild. But lads, if you do go on to enjoy today's monster rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. We are on the grind towards 400,000 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. The objective of the rebuilds are to win the UEFA Champions League final. All games in the rebuild are simulated. We cannot use the new jump in feature in rebuilds. The Champions League final, however, must be played. And of course, do not get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules and objectives. Now it's time to jump into the rebuild. So this is our starting 11 here in season number 1, and it's a weird sort of situation we find ourselves in. Financially, we don't have that much money to work with in this opening window, so my thought process is I'll probably go out there and try signing ourselves a decent centre-back for the starting 11. But besides that, I honestly think we'll go out there and try just bolstering up the squad using the youth academy. So we're going to just go forward and see how it goes and see if we can bring some future legends into the club. Starting things off here with a player departure, however, as Josh Wright is headed to Northampton for £440,000. Jamie Turley also out of the club, leaving for £170,000. Gonna spend a large majority of our budget here in bringing in a new scout. Gonna go for the best option. It is Nathan Jenkins, a Welsh scout. A lot of money on him, but hopefully the return is well worth it. And we are going to set ourselves up a scouting network here in England for the next 6 months. Sometimes you've got to spend money to make money. We are going to head to the A-League to source ourselves a new starting central defender. It is going to be Ruan Tomyik, the South Sudanese defender, signing from the Central Coast Mariners in the A-League. Joe Widdowson also out of the club, off to Sarpsborg here for £220,000. The clean out of Leyton Orient continues, trying to raise finances to hopefully bring in another player, but it is James Dayton leaving and headed to Port Vale. Josh Coulson also out of the club, off to whatever that club is for £155,000. But there it is, lads. That is the opening transfer window. Just Ruan Tomyik into the club. I'll keep you guys updated about our progress in the youth academy. Going to be scouting players in the background, and hopefully we can get a few decent finds straight into the starting 11. But this season, got to try surviving relegation. Not that we can get relegated. Regardless, though, I don't know what to expect from this season. I would love to get promoted. I would love to just really lay good foundation. But this is what the starting 11 now looks like with Ruan Tomyik into the starting 11. So hopefully the centre-back can get some decent growth this season. All right, so over the past few months, we have done a few scouting operations, found a few decent players. Don't know what to expect from half of these guys, but we are going to promote them all to the starting squad now and see if we can get some game time or some loan moves for a bunch of them and just get the process going. And lads, halfway through the season on the 1st of January, we are well and truly in the promotion push, really. Finding ourselves 4th in League 2, 47 points. Forest Green, Walsall and Cheltenham all in the automatic spots, but we are well and truly within striking distance to get ourselves up to the 3rd division. We are going to send Louis Prince on a loan spell, however, sending him to Stal Mielic off in Romania, I believe, for the next few months, so hopefully he can get some growth. Also, I have zero intentions of signing this bloke, or should I say girl, because we've found Taylor Swift. She's pursuing a new career. We are going to send Ricardo Valor as well out on loan off to Bolton. Jack Reed headed to the Danish league. I don't even know what league that is, but he's out on loan as well. He looks like one of our better prospects, to be honest. And it is time for a signing here at Leyton Orient. We've brought in this young Norwegian centre midfielder, Edvard Sandvik Tagseth. We've signed him here for £1 million from Rosenborg. Interested to see what he can do. So there we go, lads. That is the transfer window done and dusted. Tagseth into the club. Cisse leaving on a pre-contract deal. Not too bothered about that one. But hopefully Tagseth can get a decent amount of game time in here and help us continue our promotion push. Let's crack on to the end of the season and see if we're going up in season 1 with Leyton Orient. So we've really fallen off the pace here in the second half of the season. We're still alive in terms of the promotion hunt, but we have missed out on an automatic spot by 7 points. Forest Green, Cheltenham Town and Grimsby Town all automatically promoted, with ourselves, Bradford City, Walsall and Salford City fighting it out for the final spot in League One. Not that it really matters, but at the other end of the spectrum, Southend United, Crawley Town, Morecambe, Barrow, all in the relegation spots. Newcastle United did take down Wolves to win the FA Cup. Liverpool beat Spurs to win the Carabao Cup. Oxford United have had the big honour of winning the Papa John's Trophy. And we have been absolutely thumped, lads, in the promotion playoff semi-finals, losing to Walsall 6-4 on aggregate. So it's between Walsall and Salford City for the final promotion spot. And Salford City, from 7th position, have won the promotion playoff final and headed up to League One. Fair play. Manchester City have broken their Champions League duck and are now European champions. And it is Arsenal, Europa League specialists, once again taking down Villarreal. We laid the foundations here in season 1, fellas. It would have been nice to get automatically promoted, but we're going to have to battle it out here in League 2 once again in season number 2. Let's crack on and see what we can do. Season 2, here we go, fellas. Connor Wilkinson, the first player out of Leyton Orient, headed to CD Lugo for £550,000. Craig Clay also out of the club here. A little Polish adventure here for the midfielder, signing for £600,000. And we have decided to send Luca Frost, one of our youth players, one of the decent prospects, on a season-long loan to Hiroshima in the Japanese league. Decided it was time to get a little bit of momentum for a striker up top. Cesar Huerta, the Mexican striker. Haven't heard of this bloke. Looks okay. £3.7 million here to bring him across. Fingers crossed he can help us in our quest to promotion. We are going to promote a few more of our youth academy players here. Wild and Lister. Hopefully able to promote Sykes in the future as well. But that Lister guy looks pretty bloody good. Going to send 54 rated Jaden Sweeney on a season-long loan to Scunthorpe United as well. Just really trying to get some momentum for these younger guys that really don't have good overalls. Hector Kiprianu is headed off here to Hebei in the Chinese league. And we have decided to go out there and get ourselves a new centre midfielder as well to link up. It is going to be Castrio Mary, a Swiss midfielder, signing here for £1.35 million from Servette FC. So there we go, lads, getting some unusual, weirder signings into the club. Players I've never heard of, but fingers crossed these lads can do well for us in this season and hopefully beyond, who really knows. But the goal for this season needs to be promotion up to League One, so let's suss it out and see how that's going. Also, a little look at how the squad is progressing as well. Early days, Tonyuk up to a 63, but the big grower for me is Harpe. Dan Hape, the centre back, went from 59 to 64 in a season. I will take that every day of the week. Same thing with Sotirio, the left midfielder, from what, like 57 to 64? It's not bad. Let's go, fellas. We are in a very good position here on the 1st of January as we find ourselves second in the title race here in League 2. Would be nice to get our hands on some silverware, but I just want to finish in one of these top 3 spots. It's not super safe at the moment. We're only, what, 3 points safe? So really need to just continue the good form in the second half of the season. The time has finally come, however. Joel Sykes, this guy looks like a pretty good player, to be honest. 61 rated at age 16. Hopefully get him out on loan and get him some growth as well. But we are unable to do any transfer business here in the January window. We had a very busy opening window to start off the season. No players out, no players in. It's up to the lads we have in the starting 11 right now to help get us promoted. And promoted promoted is exactly what we are. We have turned it on here in the second half of the season and finished 2 points shy of the title, but we have finished in second position, 13 points clear of Accrington, and that's all we're after at the end of the day. Silverware would be nice, but promotion and just movement up the footballing pyramid here is exactly what we're after at Leyton Orient. We're into the third division, baby. And at the other end of the spectrum, Stevenage, Colchester, Crawley Town, Southend United, absolute bottom feeders. Everton have won themselves the FA Cup here, and Wolves have taken down Fulham. I mean, as a Fulham fan, that makes me slightly upset. I don't think I'll ever see the day where my club wins a trophy, but it is what it is. It's only FIFA end of the day. FIFA is love, FIFA is life. Luton Town has emerged as champions of the Papa John's Trophy, and it is Accrington who are going to be joining us in League One next season. Man City, Pep, what is in the water at the Etihad? It's a 3-1 win against Dortmund and back-to-back Champions League titles. Liverpool have taken down Spurs, however, to win the Europa League this season. Also, what a bloody start to life here for Caesar. He's got himself 23 goals and 10 assists in a promotion-winning campaign and has gone up 5 overall to 74. Holy crap. But lads, we've done exactly what we did heading into this season. We have won ourselves a promotion spot and we'll be playing in the third division next season. Is it going to be back-to-back promotions or is it going to be a relegation battle? Let's go and find out. Getting another one of our strikers out of the club to kick off season number 3. It is Danny Johnson, who is headed to the Turkish league here for 1.4 million. I'll take that price tag every day of the week. Jaden Sweeney, I feel like this guy is going to be consistently out on loan so I can get him some playtime and some growth. But Jaden Sweeney, another loan, this time to the Polish league. Have also decided to part company with our goalkeeper. It is Lawrence Vigouroux, headed here to the Chilean league. And we've decided to invest early into a replacement goalkeeper and someone that I think can grow into an absolute beast in this career mode series. The Irish goalkeeper, Gavin Bazunu, is headed here to Leyton Orient. £4.2 million we've spent on him, but I think it'll be £4.2 million well spent. Also decided to sell another one of our strikers, Lee Angol. He's been decent, but the peak of his career right now, £1.5 million to send him to Atlas in, I believe, the Argentinian league. And we've decided to find his replacement in Giannis Antiste, the French striker, signing here from Toulouse for £4.7 million. Again, a bit of a steal, a bit of an investment, and just like Bazunu, I really hope this one pays off because I think the financial advisors of the club might get me sacked if it doesn't. But there we go, lads. Not here to take part. We are here to take over in League One. 2 massive signings, 2 massive signals of our intent. And it's now all about growing and getting ourselves up to the championship. And I mean, this side is coming along brilliantly. Cesar Hayeta is up to a 75 rating. Maguire drew to a 71. Bazunu already a 71. Like, this team is growing brilliantly. Let's go, lads. Come on. I thought this season I was like, all right, if we can push for the playoffs, I'll be a happy man. We find ourselves top of League One at the moment on 61 points, 11 points clear of Portsmouth in the automatic promotion spots. Things are going quite well here. No business in the January transfer window, however. We have decided just to keep things how they are. Didn't have too much money, so I just want to see if this side here is enough to get us promoted. Fingers crossed we don't choke it and bottle it. Back-to-back promotions secured with absolute ease here. Leyton Orient are in the championship as of next season. We finished 10 points clear of Wickham and 6 points clear of Portsmouth to get our hands on our first piece of silverware for this rebuild. Champions of the EFL League One. In terms of the relegation battle, however, it is Fleetwood Town, Exeter City, Lincoln City, and Burton Albion all headed down to League Two. Leicester City have got their hands on the FA Cup here. Nice one. And it is Manchester City winning the Carabao Cup. Mansfield Town have taken down Hull City to win the Papa John's Trophy. And Peterborough United have won the playoff final and will be joining ourselves and Portsmouth in the championship. But a special little shout out there to Salford City They got promoted in Season 1 from the League 2 and almost followed us all the way from League 2 to League 1 up to the Championship. They're on their own sort of road to glory rebuild right now. Fair play. Barcelona have ended Manchester City's run of dominance as they took down Leipzig 2-0 to win the Champions League final. And it is Ajax winning the Europa League. Cesar Hieta is on an absolute tear right now. 25 goals, 9 assists, and he's grown +4 overall. This dude could honestly be something special. I'm so excited to see how he goes in the Championship. Hopefully he just tears it up. But there it is, lads. That is back-to-back promotions secured. We are up to the Championship with Leyton Orient. And now I mean it more than ever. We need to survive relegation with the O's. The Championship is just a whole new beast. Louis Prince, his growth has been nice, but I've decided to send him out on loan once again here, headed to the feeder club of Chelsea, realistically, Vitesse, for the next season. Hopefully get him up around the 70s. That'd be nice. James Brophy's growth has been unbelievable compared to how he's expected to grow. He's been great. I'm kind of sad, to be fair. He wasn't younger when we first started this save because he's now 29 years of age. And it just makes sense to sell him and send him to Valladolid here for £4.5 million. Have also decided to send Leo Lister to the Turkish League on a season-long loan. The James Brophy replacement has been sourced and signed. Dennis Serkin making the move down the leagues, coming down to the Championship from the Premier League, signing from Tottenham for £4.2 million. And we have decided to part company here with Sam Ling, getting some nice growth, but now he's headed to Boca Juniors for just under $3.5 million. Timothy Pembele was someone I was looking at potentially signing in that left back role and then converting him from a right back to a left back, but it makes sense now that we've sold Sam Ling to bring in Timothy Pembele. So we've improved the left back spot, and now we're improving the right back spot as Timothy Pembele signs from PSG for £6.4 million. Need a little bit of depth in the squad here, and when I was looking through the free agents list, we found this Belgian centre forward who can play striker and attacking mid as well, Jan Hendricks. 18 years of age, 69 overall, nice. He could be fucking quality, eh? Let's get him in the squad, get him potentially loaned out, and see what this kid can become. We've also decided to sign this Greek centre-back, Marios I'm not going to pronounce that name. Sorry, lads. Let's just call him Marios. Signing here, 19 years of age, 67 overall. Could be decent as well. Gonna send Jack Reed out on another loan as well, headed to Nottingham Forest for the next 12 months. And Joel Sykes also out of the club on a loan move, off to Nacional on a loan move. So there we go, lads. Exact same thing I said in the opening window last season. We are not here to take part, we are here to take over. For me, the goal this season needs to be avoiding relegation, but if we can get ourselves in the hunt for a third successive promotion challenge, I'll be a very happy man. And this is the squad that we are hoping to do that with. I mean, the growth of a few of these players has been unreal. Huerta's surely going to be in the 80s by the end of the season. Antiste could get close. Bazunu could get close. And then players like Satirio and Harpe, who have been here since day dot, are growing like absolute madmen. What the fuck is going on, lads? We are in the hunt for a third successive promotion. We find ourselves third in the Championship here, on the cusp of automatic promotion. It looks almost certain that Crystal Palace, unless they have a massive bottle job, are going to win the Championship this season. But we are fighting it out with some pretty big clubs in the playoff spots here. If we can get promoted again to the Premier League, I will be flabbergasted. We are going to get a move on here in the January transfer window, however. I want to give a little bit more game time to Luca Frost, the right midfielder. So we have decided to sell Jordan Maguire Drew for £3.8 million to Angers. And we've also sent Hector Cipriano on another loan move, this time to the Dutch League, off to Sparta Rotterdam. As much as this hurts to do, and given all of the expectations I had, I wanted this guy to grow a little bit better than he has, to be honest. But it is Ruan Tonjik out of the club, off to FC Utrecht for £2.4 million. And we have found our replacement for Tonjik. It is going to be Malik Thior here. The Finnish defender finishes up here at That's a terrible joke. But he's finishing up here at Leyton Orient. £6.8 million from Schalke. So there we go, lads. A very centre-back focused transfer window. But hopefully Malik Thiaw can provide a decent prospect at the back and can grow into an absolute beast. But lads, let's go find out if we can defy all of the odds and all of my expectations and get ourselves promoted for a third successive season. Let's crack on. Okay, the hunt is still alive. Playoff football it is. Crystal Palace and West Ham United absolutely flying. Both Centurions and both headed up to the Premier League. But now it is between ourselves, Brentford, Nottingham Forest and West Bromwich Albion to qualify for that final Premier League promotion spot. Heading down to League One, however, is going to be Sheffield Wednesday, Peterborough and Portsmouth. Spurs have got themselves on their hands on the FA Cup this season. Leicester City, more silverware to add to their trophy cabinet as they win the Carabao Cup. We are in to the playoff final here. 4-0 victors on aggregate over Nottingham Forest, and we're going to be taking on West Bromwich Albion, who have taken down Brentford in the other playoff semi-final, sucked in Brentford. But let's see if we can get ourselves up to the Premier League and achieve back-to-back promotions, baby. Let's go. It's not to be, lads. It is not to be. We're going to have to slug it out again in Season 5 in the Championship. We lose a heartbreaker, 1-0 in the Championship playoff final against West Bromwich Albion. Inter Milan have stopped Barcelona from going back-to-back as they win the Champions League final. And it is Manchester United winning an all-English Europa League final. Man, it would have been an absolutely insane season if we were to get ourselves a third successive promotion, but it's not to be. It gives us another season to hopefully battle it out, make some improvements to the squad, and get some solid growth opportunities for our younger players. Let's crack on. Season 5 with Leyton Orient, the goal promotion. Another day, another loan move. Joel Sykes headed to Saint-Truden, or Sint-Truden. It is Kevin Muscat's side into the Belgian Pro League. He's off there on loan. I just want to take a moment to appreciate this man here, Dan Harp. He's been here since day dot. He initially begins career mode with a 59 overall and a 70 potential. Here he is, age 25, 78 overall, but I could not turn down £66 million for a guy that I thought I was going to have to sell in season 1 or 2. So Dan Harp, thank you for the journey so far, but it's time for us to level up. And the level up player has been found. It is Tanguy Nzianzu. I think if you guys have been around this channel for long enough, you guys know I suck at pronunciations of last names, but we have signed Nzianzu. There we go, easy. Nzianzu. Signed him from Osasuna for £32 million. We're also going to send Jack Reed off on loan once again, headed to FC Porto on loan. Leo Lister also off to the Portuguese league, this time to FC Familia. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. I need to go talk to a bloody translator or something because my pronunciations are just... Jan Hendricks also out of the club on loan, headed to Elche. And that's all we're going to do for the moment, fellas, in this transfer window. We've brought in Nzianzu, we've sold Harp, but as you'll be able to tell just by basic mathematics, we still have a decent amount of money in the bank account. I'm going to assess the opportunities, assess the squad come January, see how we're looking in terms of a potential promotion challenge, and see how the growth of certain players are going. So, yeah, this is going to be a real tester of a season. Also, this squad is just cooked, man. It is absolutely cooked. Bazunu up to an 80. Hierters up to a bloody 84. This man is a beast, a dead set beast, and you can't discount Antiste either. He's creeping up in the background, 80 overall, a merry 81. We are surely going to be one of the favourites for promotion this season. That we are. We currently find ourselves top of the championship here on the 1st of January. Only 2 losses all season so far, and we are 9 points clear of Birmingham City and 10 points clear of the promotion spots as a whole. Come on, lads. Surely we've got to hold on. Surely we've got to grow. Let's go see what sort of business we do here in the January window. I'm also going to do a little bit of a move here. Malik Thiaw, I had anticipations of him being an absolute beast for us in the future, but even in the 12 months we've had him, the squad has just progressed to a whole different level. So we've sent Thiaw to Standard Liège for £15.5 million. And in return, we have made a massive addition to the back line. Wesley Fofana coming down from the Premier League to the Championship, signing the Frenchman from Burnley for £35 million on the dot. We have also signed a rotational midfielder here for the bench. Kid looks like he's got decent potential, but we have signed Aldo Godinez here for £3.55 million. We're also going to sign a free agent player here, George Forner, English midfielder, 65 overall, 18 years of age. Welcome to Leyton Orient. And the same thing here with Paris Mahoma. No idea who he is. He's a real player, but we're joining him, or he's going to join our bench for a free transfer, 69 rated. Helps. Trying to kickstart the career of this Logan Baker kid. He hasn't been doing too good at all, in all honesty. So we have signed him sent him on loan to Lausanne Sport for the next 12 months. So there we go, lads. Probably the busiest January transfer window we have had so far in this rebuild. 4 players into the club, but then 2 big ones in Fofana and Godinez. Very excited to see what we can do, and very confident we can continue this charge towards promotion to the Premier League. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. Leyton Orient, Premier League bound for season number 6. We topped the championship, absolutely wiped the floor there. 118 points. We scored goals for fun. We defended brilliantly. Things you love to see. But if you're a fan of Millwall, Blackpool, or Luton Town, something you wouldn't love to see is your club getting relegated. But I'm sorry, you headed down to the 3rd division whilst we're going up. Arsenal have got their hands on some silverware as they get back to normal service, really, and win the FA Cup. Chelsea win the Carabao Cup. QPR, of all teams, have found themselves back in the Premier League, taking down Reading 2-1 in the Championship playoff final. Liverpool have won themselves another Champions League title, taking down Inter Milan 2-0. And it is Valencia defeating Southampton to win the Europa League. Who the fuck is this guy? Cesar Pieta is going down in the Hall of Fame for career mode players. He is well and truly on track of it for a rebuild legend. 32 goals, 15 assists. He's gone up 6 overall. He well and truly is needed in the Premier League. Pieta, I love you, brother. I love you. What a season, fellas. We're in the promised land. Season number 6 will see Leyton Orient in the Premier League. Let's make it worth it. Let's make it strong. Come on, the O's. Porto must have bloody loved Jack Reed because he didn't grow, which is annoying as fuck, but they've signed him on a season-long loan once again. I'm trying to kickstart the growth of these players. I mean, the Youth Academy really hasn't been delivering the goods for us in today's rebuild, which is unusual, but Louis Prince on a loan move once again, this time to Ajax. And we have decided to sell Brendan Shabani here to Hermannstadt in the German 3rd division, I believe, for £155,000. Big dollars being thrown around, lads. Luca Frost, probably the best player we've had out of the Youth Academy so far. We've decided to loan him out this season, sending him to Marseille. And his replacement has been sourced as we have brought another Mexican player into the starting 11, Diego Lainez, signing here for £43.5 million from Sampdoria. Joel Sykes also sent out on another loan, this time to Parcos Ferreira in the Portuguese league. And another loan for Jan Hendricks. He had some good growth last season, and the Belgian headed back to his home nation here, signing with XL on a loan. Really not a busy window at all. Not too many big players that I was looking to sell from the starting 11 that were worth enough. Lainez is the big marquee signing to kick off life in the Premier League. And if I'm being honest, I would have rather do a lot more big business to kick off the Premier League era. But it is what it is. The starting 11 is getting along quite nicely. And I'm hopeful, especially with an 89 rated player, that we should be right this season. You look at this team on paper, and my mind doesn't go towards relegation threatened. Our strikers are 90 and 85. Our midfield is absolutely insane. Sotirio, 82 rated after starting at 57. Our defense is balanced. We've got a good goalkeeper. The only way that we're going to be in trouble is if we get some serious injuries, because it's obvious our bench is pretty damn weak. So as long as we stay healthy, we should be good this season, although Fofana already injured, so that hasn't got us off to a good start at all. There we go, lads, on the 1st of January. It's a decent start to life in the Premier League as we find ourselves in 8th position here. But the good thing is, we're only, 2 points away from a Champions League spot. So if we pick our act up here and get a little bit better form in the second half of the season, there is no reason why we couldn't get close to European football, honestly. Again, though, I'm a little angry at myself for not getting business done here, but I just don't know and don't see the point in getting rid of any of our players. They're all injected with that dynamic player potential. They're all growing. I didn't have enough money to go and get some decent bench players. It's a weird position. We're in that position where we've got a good squad, but we don't have the money to really improve it ridiculously, if that makes sense. So hopefully we qualify for European football at the end of this season, and that helps us get a little bit more money into the old piggy bank. Excuse me? Excuse me? What the hell? I know I said that we could have qualified for European football, but we finished 2nd in the Premier League and would have finished up in one of the most insane final days of a Premier League season. A 3-way tie for the title. We finished in 2nd. Man City 1st on 78 points and Chelsea 3rd on 78 points. That final day would have been absolutely unreal. But lads, we have qualified for the Champions League in our 1st season in the Premier League. That is unbelievable. In the relegation battle, however, it is going to be Newcastle United, West Brom and QPR all relegated. Look how things have changed since West Brom beat us in the Championship playoff final. Liverpool have wiped the floor with Aston Villa to win the FA Cup. Spurs win the Carabao Cup. Man United have won a Manchester derby to win the Champions League. Oh my. And it is Everton winning the Carlo Ancelotti derby as Everton defeat Napoli 1-0 in the Europa League final. Cesar Huerta has proven to everybody that he belongs in the Premier League. What a debut season for him. 26 goals, 15 assists. And Mary, the midfielder, 20 goals, 17 assists. But Huerta, 94 overall at age 25. This dude is on track to hit a 99 overall, and I am all here for it. Also, how random is this? Timothy Pembele won the Player of the Month, which is hectic, but he's a right back. Could he be the first right back to ever win the Player of the Month award? Unless I'm thinking about somebody obvious and missing somebody obvious. I can't remember a time in recent history when that's happened, but I'm not complaining. But anyways, lads, that is Season 6 done and dusted with Leyton Orient. We are in the Premier League. We have had an insane first season in the Prem. Now it's time to make sure second season syndrome doesn't strike in, as we have Champions League commitments and Premier League commitments to balance. I feel like I've done more loan moves in this rebuild than actual transfers, but it's another loan move to kick off Season 7 here. Leo Lister starting to get a little bit of momentum, but we're going to send him on loan to Feyenoord once again. Joel Sykes on another loan move as well. One side with a bird, or I guess it's a dragon, a bird, I don't even know. But he's headed to Crystal Palace. That's the point I was trying to make. And old mate Marios is off on a loan move to West Brom as well. This one kind of hurt to make, honestly. It's Ruel Sotirio. He's leaving the club. He is headed to Atletico Madrid here. £119.9 million for the man from Cyprus. And honestly, I did not expect him to get to this point. Fair bloody play, but it's time for us to evolve. And we have found the Sotirio replacement. It is going to be Pedri, the Spanish wonder kid, the Barcelona wonder kid, just 23 years of age, 88 overall. We have signed him here from Barcelona for £158.5 million. Pedri, welcome to Leyton Orient. A year after signing him, we've also decided to sell Diego Lainez. Luca Frost, in his loan move, had some pretty decent growth, so we've decided to sell Diego Lainez to Standard Liège in the Belgian league for £66.2 million. We've decided to sign a backup defender here for the reserves, and it is a bloody decent pickup. A guy that could get in a lot of starting 11s around the world. Eric Garcia is joining us here from Leicester City for £53.9 million. So there we go, lads. The first transfer window we've had where it honestly felt like just massive money had been thrown around. Made some massive signings, especially Pedri. I am so excited to use this kid in this rebuild, but we'll suss it out. We'll see how we go. We are, of course, in the Champions League this season, so I don't know what, like, we could honestly go deep, if not all the way in the Champions League this season. And with the signing of Pedri there, the side continues to just grow and look even more impressive. It is an insane side. Amiri, our captain, 92 overall. Cesar Chieta up to a 94. Bazunu up to a 90. It's insane. We got Frost into the 80s on his loan move at Marseille. He's at 81 now. It's just a big question for me whether he continues to grow. He's got to have some good game time this season. I really want Luca Frost to grow. But regardless, we're in the Champions League this 7th season. Let's go and check out our group for the first time. So we have been placed into Group G of the Champions League here, alongside Valencia, Wolfsburg, and Fenerbahce. It's a pretty evenly balanced group. It's still a group that I think we should be getting out of. I'm hopeful and confident that we can get out of this Group G and into the knockout rounds for the first time. But Valencia, Wolfsburg, these sorts of sides can cause upsets. They're very good career mode sides. We should be right there, lads. Let's go simulate and see if we're into the knockout rounds in 3, 2, or 1. I take back everything I said, lads. What the hell is going on there? We have finished 3rd in our Champions League group. Valencia and Wolfsburg ahead of us. We got 10 points. We had a bloody good knockout round or a good group stage and still missed out because of how bad Fenerbahce were and how good Valencia and Wolfsburg were. Fair play to them. We are now out of the Champions League. I would assume we're going to be in the round of 32 of the Europa League, but the rebuild will go on for at least another season after this. And the fact that we've already been eliminated from the Champions League means we have extra added pressure to do well in the Premier League this season. Need to be qualifying for the Champions League, and right now we are not only on track for the Champions League qualification, but we are on track for a first Premier League title as Leyton Orient manager. 54 points, only the one loss this season. Needs City and Chelsea to have a little bit more of a slip and we'll be very comfortable, but it's been a great start to Season 7. Didn't have a heap of money or a heap of deals to make really in terms of improvements in the starting 11, but we have decided to improve the bench with a focus on either Season 8 or 9 being a Champions League contending season. Gianluca Busio is signing here from Borussia Dortmund, the American midfielder joining us for 23.7 mil. And that is the only piece of business we have done here in the January transfer window. A great pickup for the side. Still holding out on what the deal is going to be with Luca Frost. I think that's priority number 1 for Season 8 if he doesn't get up to a decent overall. But time will tell. We'll play it by ear and see how we go. The big thing now is all about qualification to the Champions League and getting ourselves that Premier League title. Also, Sam Sargent, he's been like our 3rd string goalkeeper this whole rebuild. He's leaving the club at the end of the season on a free deal. We bottled it. We bottled the Premier League, lads. Oh my God. 93 points wasn't enough to get us a Premier League title as Man City have come out and defeated us. 1 point ahead of us. Chelsea, Liverpool, United, not even close. But we finished 2nd in the Premier League. Oh my God, lads. At least we've qualified for the Champions League again next season. But I wanted that Premier League title so badly. At the other end, however, Cardiff City have had an absolute stinker. They probably have equalised Derby's record of the worst ever Premier League season as they finish in 20th, relegated alongside West Ham and Watford. We have won the FA Cup this season, however, lads, getting our hands on some more silverware here. FA Cup champions as we take down Arsenal 3-1. We are absolutely tormenting Arsenal here, fellas. We have won the Carabao Cup 4-2 over Arsenal. Inter Milan ended up going on to win yet another Champions League title, 3-1 over Leipzig. And fellas, we may have been eliminated from the Champions League in the group stages, but we got ourselves into the Europa League and we have won ourselves our first European piece of silverware for the rebuild. Leyton Orient, Europa League champions as we take down Tottenham 2-0 in an all-London Europa League final. East versus West, and East London comes out on top. Let's go. Chieta, chill. 38 goals in 54 games from the man. And D-Stay got 35 goals. What the hell? Amiri as well, 28 and 20. These three are Hall of Fame inductees, surely. So a very wild and insane season number 7. FA Cup champs, Carabao Cup champs, Europa League champs. But next season, we're looking to add a Premier League and most importantly, a Champions League to that list of honours. Alright lads, given how good the squad's growing and how strong the squad is now, I think we just need to pull the trigger and set ourselves up for a Champions League contending season. Callum Hudson-Odoi will be joining us here at Leyton Orient, signing for £82.5 million to become our new right winger slash right midfielder. Alright lads, I think it's time we need to start filling out our reserves and our bench here. A new left back into the club. It is Aaron Hickey, who is signing from 34.5 million pounds from FC Augsburg. Let's say welcome to the Scotsman. We've loaned this guy out a million times, but I think it's time to finally say goodbye to Hector Cipriano, who is departing the club here for £430,000. So there we go, lads. Not the craziest of transfer windows at all. Hudson-Odoi, obviously the big marquee signing, going to make our starting 11 just unformidable. Hickey providing a little bit of insurance and reassurance as well that injuries aren't going to derail the season. But regardless, we've done what we needed to, and I'm happy with that. And just a little look at how the squad is progressing right now. Very happy with that starting 11. I think it's literally a reality for us to have our entire side into the 90s this season. We've got, what, 3 of our starting 11 that aren't in the 90s right now. So 8 of our starting 11 players are into the 90s. That is insane. Amiri, Hieta, Bazunu could all honestly get close to that 99 rating this season, which is unbelievable. And then our bench. Our bench is looking so good now. Valor just snuck up on us. 85 rated now for the young Spaniard. Incredible. We are, of course, back in the Champions League this season. Group G. A little bit easier of a group, I would say. Juve provide a big challenge for us, but Salzburg and Mulder I expect to be getting past. But we just need to get out of the goddamn group. That's the hurdle we struggled to get over last season. We're going to simulate the group stages here and find out. Let's go, lads. We are through to the Champions League round of 16. Not a single loss, just a single draw. And it was against Mulder, but we have finished the group on 16 points and are headed to the Champions League knockout round. And in the Champions League round of 16, our first experience with knockout round football, we will be facing PSV Eindhoven. Our hunt for a first Premier League title is on track, lads. We currently sit top of the Premier League. Where's City? We're like 11 points ahead of City, which is good. It's really a 3-horse race at the moment between ourselves, Everton, and Manchester United, so time will tell. But we have done no business in this January transfer window, lads. Couldn't see the point in selling any of our players when I'm loving the starting 11, obviously, and the bench is pretty strong. I would like to make the bench a little bit stronger, but we'll have to do with it. So we'll crack on, take on PSV, and see how the back half of the season unfolds. Here we go, fellas. It is time for our first experience of Champions League knockout round football. Will we fall or will we fly? That is the big question as we travel away to the Netherlands here to take on PSV Eindhoven. Come on, fellas. Away goals on the board would be really nice as we quick sim the first leg, and the scoreline is a 4-0. Holy shit. So far, I'd say we're flying, lads. 4-0 away goal win. Oh my god, I can barely speak English today, but that is a massive result. So it's going to take a monumental stuff up for us to not make it through to the next round of the Champions League. We have 4-0 up on away goals rule. If we get a goal, that means PSV are going to have to score 5. But regardless, we are going to quick simulate the second leg here. And the scoreline is going to end up as a 2-1 win. Let's go, fellas. We're through to the next round. 6-1 on aggregate. Things you love to see. Quarterfinal time, and things have gone from mildly difficult to just batshit crazy as we've been drawn up against Atletico Madrid. They're going to have a peak João Felix right now. They're going to have some more insane players. They are so good on career mode. It's going to be a big challenge. On the road once again to kick things off, however, lads, would love if we can get even a fraction of the scoreline we had there against PSV. I'll take a 1-0 win. I'll take any lead. I'll take any away goals we can get. as we travel to Madrid. We're going to quick sim, and the scoreline is going to end up as a 3-0 win. Holy shit! This team is cracked. 3-0. 3 away goals on the board. Whew, nice. So, yeah, I expected things to be a lot closer headed into this second leg. We need to get it done, lads. We need to hold on. This is like when I said against PSV, surely we're not going to bottle. I meant it. When I say it against Atletico Madrid, I get a little bit worried. We're going to simulate the second leg and the score 4-0. What the fuck is in the water here at Leyton Orient? We beat Atletico Madrid 7-0 across 2 legs. Holy shit, this team is something else. I fear nothing at this point, lads. I fear absolutely nothing. 7-0 against Atletico Madrid. That is insane. Barcelona in the semi-finals. Come at us. To change up though, lads, we are at home here for the first leg. The biggest thing now is to keep a clean sheet against Barcelona. A clean sheet will make me happy. Even if it's a 0-0 draw, I will be happy. We're going to quick sim this first leg here against the Catalonian Giants, and the scoreline is a 2-1 win. I mean, it's a win. We have the advantage, but Barca have the away goals. If Barca win the second leg 1-0 at the Camp Nou, then we are history. We need a strong second leg now. Come on, lads. It's not comfortable, but it's a start. We grab our passports back in Spain as we head to one of the most formidable and famous stadiums in world football, the Camp Nou, as we take on Barcelona. Needing a big result here, fellas. A clean sheet gets us through to the Champions League final. Come on, fellas. Come on, Leyton Orient. We're going to quick sim it. And the scoreline against Barcelona is it's a 4-1 win. It is a 4-1 win. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about this side, lads. 4-1. Why are we so good on the road? What the hell? What's that? 6-2 on aggregate. That is cooked. We're through to the Champions League final. We are murdering teams. Oh my god. They conned us out of a Premier League title for the past 2 seasons, but here it is. The Champions League final in season number 8 in 2028 is going to be Leyton Orient versus Manchester City in an all-English affair. Taking a look around the grounds though at the other tournaments, Schalke have emerged as Europa League champions this season. We have finally done it, lads! Leyton Orient, Premier League champions. Let's go, up the O's. We win the Premier League, 14 points clear of Manchester United. Pure domination. We're in the Champions League again next season. This is beautiful. I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I would see the day. Derby County have broken their own record for the worst Premier League season in history. Not a single win, 8 draws, and they finished the season on 8 points in total. That is embarrassing there. Lads, we get another piece of silverware to the trophy cabinet as we win the Community Shield over Man City. We've also added a second FA Cup title to the locker. You bloody beauty. And while we're at it, we'll go and get ourselves another Carabao Cup. We have won, what's that? That's the domestic quad. We have won the domestic quad. And I don't even know what the plural of 5 is. I don't know, I've been out of school too long and I'm just generally dumb. But we could go for our 5th piece of silverware if we win the Champions League as well. And I fully forgot about this, but we could have had our 5th piece of silverware. We lost the Super Cup at the start of the season on penalties to Inter. Here we go, lads. The squad report ahead of the Champions League final. I'm going to say it. I'm going to put the claim out there. In terms of a starting 11, this might just be the best starting 11 we have ever built in rebuild history. And we have built some bloody good sides. I mean, just look at some of these stats. Look at some of these overalls. It is absolutely bonkers. I am so excited to see how this super team performs in game. Leyton Orient fans, soak it up. We have put together an insane team. This is going to be such an interesting final against City. A few inductees to the Rebuild Hall of Fame, and it is now up to us. It is on our shoulders to call game and get a Champions League title to Leyton Orient. Let's crack on, lads. City versus Orient. Let's have at ya. It is the moment we have been building towards. It is the Champions League final. Orient versus City. Let's bloody get it done, fellas. Come on. Nicely won for Fafana. Nicely won to Mary. Here we go. See that overlap? We've got some little runs. That's a great run. And Tiste. Oh, I should have hit it across the body. Bloody hell. Going there. Tagseth. Going to Pembele. Good run. Look at the gap. Look at the gap. We've sucked in a defender. Cesar Hieta. Of course. There's no missing it for the Mexican sensation himself. One of the greatest players in rebuild history. It is only fitting that he opens the scoring here at the San Siro. What is doing with that Man City defense? We drew them in perfectly. Free kick here from Man City. Rodrigo and Valverde lining it up. Rodrigo's going to jump over it. He's going to hit it. What a terrible free kick there from Valverde. If that's all City's going to offer, I think we'll be sweet. Come on, lads. Would love to add a second goal here before halftime. Amiri looking for some support. Taken out. Play the advantage. Let's go quick. Let's go quick. We've got the overlap. And Tiste going through. Still on. Still on. And Tiste. Fake shot. Holding it up. That is superb. That is absolutely brilliant there. And Tiste. Oh my God, fellas. What a goal. We get the fake shot. We take it around the defense and create an awesome shot. Let's go. Come on, lads. A third goal would be great. Look at the hole. Play it. Play it. And Tiste. He gets a brace. What is doing with this City defense? Let's go. Surely that is going to be the Champions League title coming to Leyton Orient. Oh my God. Got to defend here. Want to keep a clean sheet. Good tackle. Great tackle from Sirkin. Pedri. Can we add a fourth to our score sheet here? This has been absolute domination. And Tiste, fake shot, looking for some support. We're going there to Pedri. Pedri, I might go for the finesse. We're going to go to Hieta. Going to Amiri. Amiri, the captain. That's a great save from Edison. Bloody hell, I thought that was going to be 4. A goal in stoppage time here would be absolutely brilliant. Look at that run. Great ball. We're 1-on-1. Oh, they blow the bloody whistle, but it doesn't matter, fellas. Because we have absolutely wiped the floor with Man City in this final like we did throughout the entirety of the knockout rounds. And we have completed, officially, the Leyton Orient rebuild. Lads, if you enjoyed what has been a monster rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe down below if you are new around here. I will hopefully let you enjoy these title celebrations. Savor them, soak them in. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.